guys, Dr. Traeger here. We just finished up with our 14-year-old checkup, and there are a lot of things that are going on with the starting of high school that we just wanted to spend a little bit more time talking about. Remember to please share these videos with whoever couldn't make it to the appointment with you, and hopefully we're going to hit on some of the things that we probably didn't get enough time to spend talking about in the office. So first things first, at 14, kids are usually pretty good eaters. They eat when they're not, or they eat when they're hungry, and sometimes they'll even eat when they're not hungry. So it takes a little bit of us, being the parents, setting some parameters, not having as much junk food in the house and things like that, and trying to encourage them to, to fuel their body the right way. It's funny, a lot of these guys and gals are athletes at this age, and they'll play sports and stuff like that. And so you can kind of, coach them a little bit and say, hey, look, man, we don't have to eat so terribly right after practice, okay? You're not fueling your body the right way to make them grow the right way. And a lot of kids respond well to that. A lot of times the most exercise they get is, with the video games. And then it really is keeping the stuff out of the house. If it's really hard for them to eat a tired bag of Doritos or Ho-Hos or something like that, if it's not in the house. So do your best to keep those things out and make sure that we're encouraging healthy eating habits at this point. Being physically active. So let's say you've got a kid that's not an athlete, okay? At this age, we should be encouraging some physical activity, okay? Pick up a hobby, pick up running, pick up doing something, going outside, and it's not to lose weight. It's not for body image. It really is just for fitness, okay? And do it with them, okay? Even if it's just walking. I mean, there's nothing wrong with throwing in your earbuds and going for a nice walk, briskly many times a week to help get your fitness level up a little bit. I think you'll find that the kids really enjoy that if they can get into that hobby with you or something like that. So it's kind of fun. 14-year-olds, they sleep. and what's funny is about sleeping is that the routines that you're setting in place now will hang with them for a very long time, okay? So good sleepers are made, okay? So you can't put them in their crib at this age. It really is, hey, go to your bed, you turn off the TV, the electronics, things like that, an hour or two before it's time to go to sleep, and have a good, consistent routine with sleeping. You're gonna find that if your kid spends more time out of their room throughout the day, that when it's time for bed, they will sleep better because they're ready for sleeping, okay, which is great. So work on consistent bedtime, consistent waking times, and if you need more help with that, please let us know. But sleeping is a really big deal at this age. Try and keep it up. Okay, hopefully you guys have had the drug discussion with your kids. Okay, hopefully you've asked them, what are their friends into? What are they seeing out there? Ask them, who's the drug dealer in your school? You might be surprised on the answer with that. And if they don't know that answer, maybe they're just really naive, or maybe they do. Okay, but you should be having conversations about what the expectations are for these kinds of things as they get older. What about bad friends? Okay, have that discussion with them. You say, who's the troublemaker, or what are the things that are going on? Are they a good influence for you, or are they not? And just have those kinds of conversations frequently with these guys at this age. It shows that you care about their lives, and you're not preaching. We're not harassing them. We're just trying to get to know them more, find out what they're into, okay? And then also be aware that a lot of kids at this age will shift in their friend group, okay? Now that there's so many more people around them in high school, it's not just the people on their bus or in their neighborhood, it's people that they're in clubs with or different things. So trying to encourage those things, but remember them to be safe. And one thing that's tough or kind of hard to talk about at this age too with your kids is that, sometimes they're going to do something that's just not right. Okay, that's just the bottom line. So one conversation we'd like you to have with your kids is having a safety plan. And what I mean by that is that if something happens where they find themselves in a bad situation, okay, that they should be able to call you, and it's a get out of trouble free card, okay? They should be able to call you or should be able to text you, and they can text a code word, or they can text like just an X or something like that. And they know, that if you get that, no questions asked, you're coming and picking them up right away, okay? You don't want to get to a situation where they're afraid that they're going to get lectured or in more trouble. They're going to get in trouble, okay, for whatever they're doing. But it's a good out for them, okay? So if you're in a situation that makes you feel uncomfortable, call me and go from there. And the other thing is that if you want to be the bad guy in front of their kids, that's okay too. That's a good to get them out of trouble. So with their friends, if someone says, hey, here's this joint, here's this whatever, then they can say, dude, if I do this, okay, my parents are gonna kill me, okay? And you can tell them, blame me, okay, you know, or blame the parents. Blame me, blame Dr. Traeger. Say, yeah, Dr. Traeger's gonna kill me if I do this. Okay, that's fine, okay. And they can just get behind that and feel really good about it. If they're in sports or things like that, remind them, say, hey man, you mess up and you're gonna miss out on sports. I mean, that's a really big deal. So they can blame them, and it gives them something it's not on them. They could say, I would do it, sure, whatever, okay, but I would get in trouble, and it will help kind of shield them from some of having to make those decisions, which is really big. But the cool thing about it is, at this age, is that now when we're getting in high school, what we're hoping is that they're getting comfortable in their own skin, that they know who they are, they know where they come from, they know what their values are, their family values, what their community values, and they have an identity of who they are. So encourage that, talk with them about who they are. And if they don't know, kind of lead them in that direction a little bit. Look at you, you're so good at, you know, taking care of yourself. You're so good at helping with your family. You're so good with the sports, or you're so good at with learning or trying or band, things like that. And to let them see the community that they're in and that they're part of that. So yeah, being comfortable in your skin is a really big deal, because now they're in a situation where, so big deal. They like theater. Big deal. They like baseball, you know, that's who they are, and that's cool. So you'll build them up a little bit. It's really exciting, because, you know, the goal is, you know, over the next couple of years, that we're ready to send them off into adulthood, and all you can do is just have a good relationship with them, and that's what we're hoping for, is to build, you know, good people, you know, as they grow up. So so 14 is a lot of fun. This is great. So the next time we'll see you is when you're 15, or sooner. If there's any concerns, questions, let us know, and we'll see you guys next year. Thank you so much.